three EV, lithium, and hydrogen stocks under $1. So are American Battery Metals Corp, Sunhydrogen Inc., Pilbara Minerals Limited, goodbyes. So we'll just begin to look at the first stock. That will be American Batteries Corp. You can see at the moment it is up net down minus 2.25%. So on Friday the 20th of July, sorry, not November 2020, you can see it crossed above the 20-day trend line, above the 50-day trend line that was here, but today it's now below that. So this stock has a market cap of $69.4 million, has a float of 452 million shares, relatively large, and technically speaking, ABML appears to be correcting within a long-term bullish trend, although its MACD is presently below the signal line. Shares remain 52.3% above an upward sloping 200-day moving average. It is lagging the S&P 500. Momentum for ABML is strongly bullish. The 14-period slow stochastic oscillator is below 20, the level which many analysts call oversold. This means that investors have been actively selling shares and driving the price lower. Today's volume is on track to be heavier than usual, with 1.63 million shares having traded so far. The unbalanced volume indicator shows that the long-term accumulation has given way to near-term selling pressure by traders. So the Bollinger Bands are presently wider than usual as a result of greater than normal volatility that accompanied recent price move. Events such as this may precede a pause or reversal in near-term trends. So I think, in our opinion, this stock, ABML, American Batteries Metals, they're not exactly EV stocks. They don't make EV electric vehicles, but they supply the key metals used in lithium ion batteries. So they are related stocks, but for some reason this stock is not hasn't gained a lot of traction. So I think, going by what is going on technically and fundamentally it has an association with Tesla, and it's also has secured a site to recycle used lithium ion batteries. And like I said, it recently had a dealing with Tesla recently. So fundamentally, it is in the right space, and technically, it is presenting itself as a good buying opportunity. So I would say, in our opinion, ABML is a buy, and keep it for the long term, and we'll see how it goes. See what the price is saying up here. It's only roughly $0.15. It's not going to cost you anything to really put in some cash there and see how it goes. So I'll just say it's a buy. Okay, so the next equity we'll be looking at is Sunhydrogen. So I have to indicate that we have some positions in this American Batteries Metals. Not a lot, just about 39 of them. So and the next one, Sunhydrogen, you can see here we just acquired about 370 of them. So we're not promoting this because we're already in there. We're promoting it. We are covering it because we've had a need to do so. People have demanded that we cover them. That's why we are doing so. So the full disclosure is that we have positions in American Batteries Metals and Sunhydrogen Inc., which is what we are looking at right now. So Sunhydrogen Inc. is up 31.02% as we speak. So the price crossed above the 50-day trend line today. You can see that it has broken out from It has broken away from all the other trend lines. It just did that today. And technically speaking, Sunhydrogen appears to be in a strong bullish trend. Its 200-day moving average is upward sloping, and the MACD histogram is above zero and rising. Comparative relative strength analysis shows that this issue is lagging the S&P 500. The momentum for Sunhydrogen is strongly bullish. The 14-period slow stochastic oscillator is rising as investors pay higher prices for shares. Today's volume is on track to be heavier than usual, with 53.5 million shares having traded so far. The unbalanced volume indicator is bullish. The slope of the indicator is positive and suggests that buyers are presently more active than sellers. The Bollinger Bands are presently wider than usual as a result of greater than normal volatility that accompanied the recent price move. Events such as this may precede a pause reversal in the near-term trend. So this equity as well is developing hydrogen technologies that will be used in cars and other applications. So it is in some way related to the EV space. So at the moment, you can see it has a float of 2.15 billion shares. This is a very large float, and it's also currently down. It's up by 23%. So it's not even trading up to a cent, up to 1 cent. So price-wise, it's looking really exciting, and it's working with the University of Iowa to develop technologies, like I said, in the hydrogen space. I think it also has some business with General Motors as well. So technically speaking, fundamentally speaking, it's in the right space, and certain market participants are quite bullish. They feel there's a need to look at what this company is doing to find out, get more due diligence as concerns this company. So, but our concern is the large float at the moment. It's very high. So there's also a good chance in the future they might they may or may not want to split some of this, or split some of the stocks, or so that the price of the shares might increase or something like that. So, like I said, our concern is just this number of shares that they have floated. So, I think it's a buy as well. It's a buy. It doesn't cost anything really to get involved with this equity. So buy it and see how it goes. Okay. So the next equity will be Pilbara Minerals Limited, which is an Australian company. So we don't have any position in Pilbara. So we have a position in Sunhydrogen, as you can see over there. That is to buy. We have 370. Pilbara is an Australian mining company. It's up 12.55% at the moment. So it says here, price reached a new 52-week high of $0.53. This exceeds the previous high of 0.48 by 0.04, and is a 548.15% above the 52-week low of 0.08. So you can see this is also one other stock that was trading even less than 10 cents, and it's currently at $53, so $0.53 dollars. So just like American batteries, this company is also a lithium ion mining company. So technically speaking, PLBF, Pilbara appears to be in a strong bullish trend. Its 200-day moving average is upward sloping, and the MACD histogram is above zero. Comparative relative strength analysis shows that the issue is outperforming the S&P 500. Momentum for Pilbara is strongly bullish. The 14-period slow stochastic oscillator is above 80, the level many analysts call overbought. This means that investors have been actively purchasing shares and driving the price higher. The last 10 days have seen significant volume in Pilbara, with the average daily volume above the average for the last year. Today's volume is no exception, with 240,000 shares having been traded already. The unbalanced volume indicator is bullish. The slope of the indicator is positive and suggests that buyers are presently more active than sellers. The Bollinger Bands are presently wider than usual as a result of greater than normal volatility that accompanied the recent price move. Events such as this may precede a pause or reversal in near-term trend. So this particular equity is a bit tricky in as much as it's also in the same broad EV space, but not exactly in the EV space. It doesn't make battery, it doesn't make EV electric vehicles itself, but it mines the resources that are needed for them. So it's not exactly absolutely there, but it's very close. It's related. You can't say they're not there. So, but technically speaking, not today. I wouldn't say that the stock is a buy today. We can see that it does cool down. It does pull back. You can see, even though that's not a whole, that's not a wall of pullback. This is from 460 to 436. So, but it does pull back, and it might pull back a bit, and and stuff like that. So, but for now, if you really feel confident about it, you don't mind losing money. Don't put a lot of money, just put some, not a lot. Such that if it goes down, you wouldn't. It shouldn't cost you that much of money. So for now, it is not. I wouldn't say it's a buy today. No, not a buy. In the near term, it could be tomorrow or next. It could be a buy. But if you don't mind going in already, do so and leave it for the long term. Some of these EV stocks, they have the momentum behind them. They have the confidence behind them. The world is trying to get more efficient, get more greener, get more cleaner with energy. So that's our take on these on 3 EV, lithium, and hydrogen stocks under $1. So if you're new to this channel, subscribe, like, and share. If you're already a subscriber, thank you very much for watching.